Hi 3D design students, this is Mrs. Batty and I want to show you a few things about how to complete your color wheel and turn it into me after you have finished. So first you need to go into our classroom for 3D design. Make sure it's the period that you're in. I believe that's the only one that will show up in your team's options. So then you're going to go to assignments, click on that, and it should open up to this information. So make sure that you're reading the instructions, because I've received a few worksheets from students that it's very clear that they didn't read the assignment here. It's not, the instructions are not on the worksheet itself. It's not self-explanatory. You need to read these. And you need to also open each one of these attachments and view what these have to show you. So an important document here is this teacher key. That's the one here in the center. If you open that by clicking on these little dots, you can open it here in Teams without having to save it, or you don't need to print it or anything like that, but you do need to reference it. It has all of your definitions and it shows you accurate colors that you will be mixing from your color wheel. So here are definitions. Some of these are required, as I mentioned in the tutorial. You need to make sure that you're putting intermediate as an equivalent term. These are synonyms and you need to know both of them. And you also need to give an example. It can be any of the tertiary colors, but you need to give one example. Another thing is it's important that you include the tint and shade as two additional vocabulary words in these definitions and their description. So you do not need to write in the colors here. I just did this for students who may have colorblind issues. If you're colorblind, be sure to let me know. My son is colorblind and so is my dad, so I understand if you are, but for the most part, it shouldn't be an issue since when you hover over the colors in Paint 3D, it will tell you what color it is. And as long as you know that blue and yellow make green, red and yellow make orange, red and blue make violet, then you should be able to create all of these combinations of secondary and tertiary color combinations using just the primary colors. Okay, so some of you are not reading the instructions and you're not creating those secondary and tertiary colors from just these primaries. That's very important. That's the whole point of this project, is that you understand those color relationships. Okay. All right, so you need that teacher key to get everything filled in accurately and as a reference. Also, you need to watch this digital color wheel video. This video shows you exactly how to make your colors transparent in this app, this paint program called Paint 3D. It shows you how to layer, how to adjust the opacity of each color, and that you should not be using preset colors like violet. That's a secondary color. You should not be using preset colors like green. In fact, if you do, I can easily tell that you're using a preset green. Your colors should be created only from red, yellow, and blue primary colors, and I'm allowing you to use these two blues to create green and violet. You can use one or the other, whichever works better. But you do that by layering and by adjusting opacity and creating these layers, okay? So if you use this color green, I know that you didn't layer because that green is not possible. I've tried different combinations. Let's see, I'll put it here. Okay, here's some blue, and now let's go to some yellow. That's the color of green. Let's try one more layer of blue. This is, wait, that's too opaque. Too opaque. So let's lower the transparency. Okay, so the green the closest you can get is this. But I can see the layers. I can see that, I'm using layers to create green. You will not be able to get the green that's preset. This one, you will not be able to achieve this particular color by doing layers. You may not use that preset color for full credit. You need to use layers. And even if you think it doesn't look really green, that's okay. I need to see that you understand how to use primary colors to get close to this. This isn't real pigment, it's digital, so it's not going to be exactly the same, but the objective of this assignment is to show me that you understand how to use primary colors. So blue and red, here I'm going to use to make blue violet. So I'm not using violet at all. I'm using, it's red violet. I'm using the primary colors, layers of primary colors to achieve that tertiary and also that secondary color. So violet is created by combining and layering blue and red. Do not use this preset violet, okay? So in this case, I did do that just to show you what not to do. It needs to be, I will see the layers if you did it correctly. Just like in this one, I can see the layers. Here in this green, I can see the layers. And here in this orange, I can see the layers. So that's important for me to be able to give you full credit, okay? All right, so one more thing I'll show you here is when you save it, when you're finished, you're gonna go to Menu, and you're gonna press Save or Save As. Make sure that when you're saving it, if you press Save As and you press Image, it's going to save it into pictures right here, or into a file underneath of pictures. So make sure you look up here and see what files you have it saved in. Those same files will be here on the left column, pictures, pictures, and then here's the Sunnyside file inside of pictures. But look up here and see where it's at so that when you can give it a name and press save. I already have it saved, so I pressed cancel, but when you go then back into Teams to submit your assignment, you want to make sure, now, so my version doesn't let me use submit, but yours will. You can also send it to me in chat, so I'm going to show you in chat. But if you're going to send me this finished assignment, you want to, here's my color wheel, assignment or worksheet or whatever. You're going to submit it by attaching the document, okay? When you attach it, you're going to click Upload from my computer. And then this is when it's important to remember what file you saved it in. So it popped up as the same exact file that I have it in, okay? But if it opens up and it says desktop up here, you're gonna need to, that's not where I have it saved. I have it saved in pictures, or I have it saved in my Sunnyside file, okay? So you wanna make sure that you know where you saved it, and then once you're there, you can search for that title, Color Wheel, and here it is. Okay, I'm gonna actually send, here is the teacher key for the Color Wheel assignment. I'm going to send this to a student, and please refer to these definitions. Okay. And then you'll press send. So that is how you can submit this, your finished color wheel, okay, by attaching with the paper clip or submitting through the assignment itself. There's a place on your side where you can do that, where you can go into color wheel, and there will be somewhere on your side where it will say submit or upload or something to that effect. I don't have the student version, so but I have had students turn this in through the assignment prompt. So that's how you do it. So if you have any questions, make sure you send me a message in chat, and I will respond as soon as I can, okay? All right, thank you for also watching this video file, the one that I'm giving you now, and also the one here that is inside of the Color Wheel makeup work assignment sheet, okay? All right, have a great day, and I hope you get all your work turned in soon so I can give you an A in my class for your report card this year. All right, take care. Bye-bye.